Hey, what's up? I just want to make this video real quick about the Dame Dash hate that he receiving and the people kicking him while he down, because I just think it's crazy that people are mad at this dude for telling them to be business owners instead of workers. Like, that's like some of the most asinine, stupidest stuff I ever heard in my life. But that's what people are on. But let me just explain this to y'all first of all, because Damon Dash is in trouble for the most part. All this stuff really happened to him and other people because they tried to get a black distribution label, which they were trying to cut off the elite, which I give them major props on and major kudos for even trying to do that and having the balls to even try to take on the elite like that. So I give them extra props. That go for him, Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, and Suge Knight. Suge Knight and Irv Gotti went to jail. They all got secret indictments put on it. Jay Prince has audio and visual that you can watch where he's talking about the feds coming to see him. And Dame Dash has talked about the feds coming to see him. So that's what it was about. So that's really why he's in the situation he's in. It ain't got nothing to do with Jay-Z. You know, the whole Jay-Z thing is a whole different, it's part of it. But the major reason why he's blackballed and can't do nothing is because of that distribution label. Like I said, my whole thing is that he's not broke. Lee Daniels is on tape confirming that he owes him $2 million. So how are you broke when somebody owes you $2 million? And for the people that sit at home and leave these comments and leave all this stuff, this different stuff online because y'all think y'all being funny and cute, it's like, who owes you $2 million though? What business have you ever owned? You know what I mean? I've watched Dame Dash have interviews, documentaries, talking about, like, when I watch these old documentaries with Rockefeller, only business person I see there talking about business is Dame Dash. I don't see Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, whoever else. I don't see nobody else on there talking about the business part of it but Dame Dash. But now all of a sudden Dame Dash is a bad businessman. Even though he created a liquor company, a movie company, and a clothing line off a rap label, he's a bad businessman. That don't even make sense. Like I said, he's literally on the Hard Knock Life tour arguing about them trying to give his artists Def Jam jackets when Def Jam didn't even care about the tour, when they didn't want to put no money behind it, when they didn't even believe in it. And all of a sudden, when it starts blowing up and everybody's going and they're selling all these tickets, now all of a sudden they want to come through with jackets to give to his artists that don't even sign to Def Jam. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. Y'all don't see why he would be fucking mad. That's like Def Jam taking Snoop Dogg and them some jackets and trying to give them to him and they on death row. It's a reason why in sports you can't contact players that play for other teams and try to talk to them about contracts and all this different shit. It's called tampering. It's the same thing in life or anything else. You know what I mean? If somebody called some of you dudes' wives or husbands and told them, I can give you a better life, blah, 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 you found out about it, you'll be pissed off. But y'all ain't mad, but y'all think that he shouldn't be mad for somebody doing that to his artist that he owns? Come on, man. But for them to even do that, just let you know how cutthroat this business really is. Like I said, the whole entertainment is shiesty. Tupac said that he tried to leave the streets and go into the business world, and the business world was worse than the streets. And I don't see why people can't figure that out. Like, them corporate gangsters is way more gangster than dudes on the streets. They let the streets go because they let the streets be there just because the streets is handling the streets. But trust me, if it was a war between the corporate gangsters versus the streets will lose. And that's just the whole bottom line about it, man. That's the whole thing that y'all not looking at. Y'all not looking at this shit as a corporation, as a business. This is millions and billions of dollars and trillions of dollars coming through here. These people are not playing. Like I try to tell people, that distribution label, first of all, when in history has 4 black people of power tried to come together and put their money together to do anything? So that right there probably scared the shit out the elites. Like, damn, it's actually some niggas that ain't even from the same places. I thought they niggas didn't like each other. They trying to get together? Oh, that shit probably pissed them off. They was like, hell no, we got to stop that shit. And they gonna pay for doing that. And like I said, the same people y'all trying to defend allegedly are the ones that wasn't told on him. And then Gene Deal put Puffy in it, allegedly. I don't know how true that is, but he said Puffy was down with it too. Like I keep trying to tell people, it was all those black labels, but only 4 of them tried to get down with that distribution label because everybody else some suckers. And that's the problem with us. We have a bunch of sellouts placed in front of us as leaders and people to speak for us, and that's what we can't understand. Whenever some stuff that we try to create and we try to make, they take it away. They destroy it. They infiltrate it. They want to control what we do. Ice Cube started the Big Three. Now it's a Jewish dude that's running that with him because you're not about to have this business by yourself. We need somebody to make sure we control the money, see what you doing with it. You ain't going out here doing this and this and that with the money. That's the problem. That's why they don't want them to have that distribution label, because they wouldn't be able to put out Sexy Red and do all this bullshit, Glorilla and all these other motherfuckers. Because guess what? They wouldn't have controlled it. We would have. And they would never came out under our control. And on top of that, instead of us having 3 black billionaires, we probably would have had 10 to 15 of them by now. Because that plan was like 10 years ago. So that's the big picture y'all don't see. Like I said, I've seen Dame Dash go up into that meeting when they was having that secret meeting about Jay-Z. My whole thing is, like, let me ask y'all this. If y'all come to work tomorrow and one of your friends or co-workers tell you they down in HR talking about you right now, having this meeting about you, but it's supposed to be secret, and you go down to HR, and when you get down there, everybody is in there that you know, and they all just get up and leave, and they quit talking, you wouldn't think they was plotting on you? Because that's what they did to Dame Dash with the whole Jay-Z thing, and it's on tape on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have to, we don't have to argue about nothing. Y'all don't have to have these opinions. Y'all can just go look this shit up. Like I said, any kind of business talk that's ever came out of Rockefeller up until they split was always Dame Dash talking about it. Dame Dash put up the $100,000 for the Hard Knock Life beat. Dame Dash had to put the money up for Streets is Watching. He did all this different stuff. Like I said, Lee Daniels owes Dame Dash $2 million for Dame Dash investing in Lee Daniels' movie. So you ain't no dumb businessman. And so that's why I just want people to understand is like, dude, we attacked the wrong people. It's going to be a whole lot of people that's real, genuine people that's about to go under the bus because of how they are, and they won't sell out. And they're going to pump up some more sellouts right in their place. Watch what I tell y'all. Y'all going to help them do it. Like I said, the 48 Laws of Power talk about put people out to the media and let the public crucify them. It's the same shit. Like Malcolm X said, they'll make you hate the people being oppressed and love the oppressors with that media. Like I said, they had us believing that Michael Jackson was molesting kids only, and it was kids saying that he wasn't touching them, but we still wasn't trying to hear. It was still people out here making jokes and saying all this different shit, even though it was kids that done been over there saying he ain't never did none of this shit. And the one dude, Corey Feldman, said he told them 6 pedophiles, and they went right past their house and went straight to his crib. Why? Because Michael Jackson had all that music and was owning all that shit and wouldn't sell out to these motherfuckers. And that's what y'all don't realize, man. The people that don't want to sell out, they don't even want to bring them up in history. The people that do, oh, they gonna pump them all the way up. Because you're doing them a service by selling out and misleading black folks. And like I said, I've watched Dame Dash go up into that meeting, even with Kanye. Kanye got a whole song on his first album called Peace to the Rock. At the very end, the last song, he said that Jay-Z and them made him buy some tickets to his concert after this nigga, they gave this nigga a Grammy Award winning song. I wouldn't have been cool with Jay-Z after that. When Kanye was going off on stage in Sacramento that day about Beyonce and Jay-Z and all this stuff that was going on, I knew he wasn't lying. I ain't had to listen to it twice. I don't care who got on the internet and tried to dispute it and tried to make Kanye look crazy, man. I just know when somebody telling the truth and when they making up shit, man. He wasn't making that shit up. Like I said, it's too many stories about these people, man. Like, okay, it'd be one thing when it's just a rumor. Like when Young Buck came out and said the shit about, they was trying to say he was messing with the tranny. I really believe Young Buck. Until he called her back on the phone and she taped that shit, then it was all over with. But what I'm saying is that, you know, these people that have y'all really out here trying to attack on people because they control the media and they control the narratives of everything. Why is it all the black people that don't want to go along with the program is always the ones that's in trouble and it's always crazy? But the ones that do is always, oh, he's so successful. It's all to his success and his hard work. Bullshit. And that's another thing, too. These people don't be wanting to be behind closed doors getting their back blown in for no contracts and to be somebody. Like, everybody don't want to do that. Just because some people do, don't mean everybody about to do that. And that don't mean that everybody should have to live up to that standard either. But like I said, you don't control that business because it's controlled by who created it. So if you want in, you're going to have to do some shit that they say. And you might not like it. But, to sit here and try to gang bang on and gang up on Dame Dash and try to like belittle him and all this stupid stuff is stupid, man. Because Dame Dash ain't do nothing but just try to keep them folks out of his pockets and keep control of his label. And that's why he in trouble. Like I said, that black distribution label would have worked wonders for niggas. We wouldn't even have all this shit going on. But I said, motherfuckers can't stand up for nothing because people be scared, man. These people be scared of the elites. And they scared of what's going to happen to them if they try to go against the grain. Like I said, you got a handful of people that be trying to attempt that shit. And instead of us, rallying behind these people, we always got to help beat them down with the media, man. And I'm just sick of it, man. And I just wanted to just bring that up because I'm just tired of it. Because like I said, I sit there and watch these people. All this stuff is on tape. And that's what kills me. Instead of you having this fake ass opinion, why don't you just go watch the videos? Jay-Z could have easily with the Dame Dash and said, look, bro, I want to split up. You take this, I take this, or whatever. We just call it even or whatever. But he didn't. And then they turn around and say, well, make another hove. How you gonna make another hove when you know this nigga blackball? Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the shit like spitting in your face. It's like, nigga, you know I can't do that. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't do this shit. So now you just gonna throw rocks from over here while, you know what I mean? While you protected and shit. It's like, come on, man. Same thing with the Beanie Siegel thing. He convinced y'all that Beanie Siegel wouldn't leave the streets alone, but Beanie Siegel had a deal on the table with 50 Cent for $900,000 that he could have easily went to and had 900 grand and couldn't get released until the deal was gone. And then he got released or nothing. And then the first thing that come out of everybody's mouth is, a Beanie Siegel wouldn't leave the streets alone, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, I had a deal on the table, but it was with 50 Cent. And you know what that was going to mean? A whole bunch of dissing going on for 50 Cent and Beanie against Jay-Z. And that's why they ain't let it go down. Didn't DMX, Nas, and LL say they had records ready on Def Jam when he became the president and for some reason they didn't come out? Come on, man. Like, how many more stories do y'all need to keep hearing before we start accepting this shit as the truth? All these people ain't just making this shit up, man. And like I said, they just jump down Dame Dash's throat, but then let Leora Cohen go on the Breakfast Club and tell y'all that he gonna keep making that music even though he know it's wrong and putting it out because he got a family to feed and he don't got no problem with that. It's funny to me. And Leora Cohen is one of the major snakes behind all that Def Jam shit. They be having all that stuff stirred up in the first place. It was probably his idea to get them jackets sent over there. But y'all will get him a pass and let him do all this shit while y'all sit here and crucify Dame Dash. I can't join in with y'all, man. It's some people that I don't care about y'all crucifying because they deserve it. But he ain't one of them.